we trust. Yo, it's a must that you heard of us, yo, we murder us. A lot of people is wondering and they're curious. I mean, in my unit deal with it so mysterious. Furious, all of my people is serious. Shook others be walking around fearing us. Front, baby, like you don't wanna be hearing us. Gotta listen to Harry, he'll be playing us. 30 times a day to make you delirious.
Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love. The place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And away we go at the link. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. He stopped on the return at the 27.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. This is the first carry for the rookie from Florida. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Operating from the gun, here's May. That one way too far up there, they can't connect. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Now May on 3rd and long. Hits him on the in route. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. New set of downs for him at the 38. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's the pistol snap to May. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3rd and long for him here. That's caught for the first. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Back to the well again. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop. It's a 5-yard gain, and that brings up 37.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
May now on 3rd down. Escapes the pocket. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be out of bounds just a yard or 2 short of that 25. Moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now at the 26. May on 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Here's the handoff. And he's down into the red zone. This run gets to the 18. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Another carry for him. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And the Patriots will have a 1st down. Design bootleg here. Flushed out of the pocket. He's got it. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Well, the jumpiness cost him 5. 1st and goal, a little bit tougher here. They'll run here, following the penalty. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Running for it again.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Opportunity here for this defense if they can make this stop on 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's May. Buys time, rolling right. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. The Patriots sending the field goal unit out for a try. This is going to be a 32-yarder from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. A run here with Will Shipley. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
2nd and 3 now. Again, it's Shipley. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Here's Hurts. This one finds Goddard. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd down. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Sean Murphy Bunting ranging over for that stop. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Only a side.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with the score 6.
Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They've got 2nd and 5. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They've got to like how they've been moving it early here. It's down to the opposing 45-yard line. On 1st down, Hurts. That pass complete to Goddard. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. He's got Smith. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles finish off their opening drive. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Moore with a return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. On play action, here's May. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, he just couldn't quite hang on.
And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
They don't complete a high percentage of these, but even the incomplete deep shots serve a purpose. It keeps the defense honest, knowing if they overcommit close, they could get burned.
Here he is on third and long. That one's cut along the left sideline. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. To the air yet again, May. He's on the move. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
He was descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle. Drive entire straights. It's 3rd and 9. May now from the gun. Chased out to his right. Throwing deep for the end zone. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
This is an excellent job, Kate, right here by the defense to deny that big play and make them earn it offensively. If they want to reach the end zone, they're going to have to scrap and fight right through them.
May throwing for it. Escapes the pocket. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. To throw, here's May. Into the hands of Elijah Moore. Has room into the secondary. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Working inside the red zone. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots take a 2nd quarter lead. Jalen Polk the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Patriots push their lead to 3. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Starting from the 5. And he gets to the 25, but not much further before going out. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Hurts setting up to throw. Hits his running back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the 32. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A give now from the gun. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Goddard makes the catch. And a solid gain gets them across the 45 before he goes out. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. He completes it in traffic. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And they take him down right along the 30. It's a gain of 4 there, and that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Shipley on the give, headed left. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Christian Barmore with the play. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
At the Patriots 28-yard line.
Lone back gets the handoff. This is ahead for about 5. Jabril Peppers bringing that one to an end. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down. Motion man right is Smith. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it. From the red zone now. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's going to keep it this time. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. And they send a man in motion. Running for the marker on 2nd. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. He'll try to do it himself. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. This return starts at the 5. Big lick from the coverage team there, and that's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Man in motion, headed right. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second and 3 now. A play fake, now Hurts to throw. Hauled in by Goddard, left side. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Offense up to the line fast. First down throwing for Hurts. That's incomplete left side.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Second down, Hurts throwing again. On the move, headed right. He's running with it. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway. Ugh.
Hurts now from the gun. Pass taken in by Diggs. And they bring him down around the 34. Offense in the hurry up here. Shotgun snap for Hurts. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. It's a gain of 4. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Play action on first down. Has it down close. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Shipley has the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a Will Shipley touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Going play action, May. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Back to the air, it's May. He's throwing deep to the left side. They connect on the deep shot. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots. Lead on their first series of the half. Looking to tack on the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Patriots push their lead to 3.
Eagles 14.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing here, Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
1st and 10, here's Hurts. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Back now, pressure on its way. His lofty little throw is going to wind up incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He's got Smith. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Pats will take over. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. May now from the gun. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it. May
trying again here on 2nd. Short pass brought in. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First down throw for May. Diving forward, and he makes the catch. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. To the air yet again, May. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's May. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He's got a gain of 6 there. Hauled down that time by Jonathan Jones. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Motioning him from the slot right. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
No, it's not a running back, but it's a receiver carrying across the marker, Kate. I'm not even calling this a trick play anymore. It's about maximizing your resources and your asset, and this receiver shows you he can be a tool as a running back.
On 1st down, Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it'll be 2nd down. Hurts looking to throw. Goddard makes the catch. And that's good for a gain of 5. Marte Mapu, the man on the tackle.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Hurts throwing again. He's on the move. No one around. He's got space. And he's going to get past the 40 before he goes out. They strike for 23 yards. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
It's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. He rolls to his right. He's got it inside the 10. And he'll be just inside the 10 before he goes out. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
They'll try and punch it in. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
8 yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal. He brings it in. And he drives this forward to the 6. A touchdown aside. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal.
63.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Complete out to the right side. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
On gain of a yard. It's now
Desperation time here on 4th. Forced out to his right. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles take a 4th quarter lead. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles take a 4-point lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
From the gun, it's May. Got his target, it's Baker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
May on 1st and 10. Rolling left, buying some time. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a 1st. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a New England 1st down. May looking to throw. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Trying again, following the sack. This one taken in by Baker. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
To the air on 1st down, May. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And now they face 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a cornerback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes on how to stay in position and, most importantly, swat that pass away.
Slot receiver headed left. Back to the air, it's May. Escapes the pocket. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
May. And he drives this forward to the 6. Working quickly here. It's Warren on 3rd down. And he's brought down for a loss.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Patriots needing 4 points. Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. He's back to throw. And he will score. It's a New England touchdown. The Patriots have taken the lead late. Extra point upcoming. This to put it to a field goal game. And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Throwing now. Dumps it off to his running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he'll only get this to the 26 before going down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Back-to-back carries here. And they'll stop him after a short pickup to the 24. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The Eagles decide to spend their third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down. Back to throw it. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
That pass complete to Goddard. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. He's got Smith. And he does get them the first before going out. Just over 20 seconds to play. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're first to 3. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Time not on their side here as they get set for first down. No timeouts remaining either. Looking to throw it. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Jabril Peppers with the pick. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's second. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. No timeouts remaining here, partners, so they can just run out this clock. Gonna be a victory for the Patriots as they drop to a knee here.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're gonna see what both teams decide to do with this final play. A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee. So the Patriots come in and take the win on the road. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
Indeed, all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Don't play with it. I just want a rough neck on it. Big just want. Ask me if I'm finished now. I just begun. I ain't giving out no to no. Just for fun, are you dumb? Run a man, I don't know no other man. Like 100 just for 100 bands. What? I don't even got me 100 bands. I'm still gonna make me 100 M's with 100 plans. Give me peso. I carry like I'm Prego. Peter Rowan, call Petro. Shoulda knew it from the get-go. Yeah. Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Come on, baby, don't play with it, don't play with it. Just lay in it. Spin all day in it. My hitters don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. They stay with it. Bill out of first one on the catch. 100 bands. It's 100 bands. Like 100 ain't got one man. Like 100 ain't got one. Hold up. Speaking on me, that ain't done. Drop the 100 on the penny, that big as Lola. They can't stand to see me winning, so they blame payola. Big choker, no mediocre. I ain't never doing, I barely do the cola. Yeah. Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Come on, baby, don't play with it, don't play with it. Just lay in it. Spin all day in it. My hitters don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. They stay with it. I'm okay with it. When it come to me, they don't play with it.
I'm on demon time taking souls. He in my DM say I'm pretty, I know. Really messy, I'm a rich ghost. He tell me treat his face like a
Yeah, don't worry about it. If you just joining now, shit, you ain't getting paid. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. That man thought he was getting free money. Y'all thought y'all were too. Hey, y'all still going home broke tonight. I get my points. Let's go, Chop. Who else voted for me? I don't know. I think Rich did. Hey, let's get our points.